Hey there guys, BlackPanthaa here and welcome to another video on The Crew. Once again, I'm going to be letting you know what I feel about the handling model in this game. Now, the handling model is something that people have said they dislike, some people love it, some people hate it, some people aren't sure. So what I wanted to do today is basically compare it to other games, say how I feel on the handling model, because I've actually experienced the game quite a bit over the past few days, so I think I've come to a conclusion of what I can compare it to and if I like it or not. Now, as you know, I'm very opinionated when it comes to these sort of things, these sort of games, because these are the games that I want to be playing for a very long time. I mean, look at Rivals, the handling model was garbage, the content was garbage, but we're sticking with the handling model for this one. Does it compare to Rivals? Does it compare to the old Need for Speed? Does it compare to Midnight Club LA? Which one does it compare to most? And I think I've come to a conclusion of saying that it does compare to the old Most Wanted and Carbon handling model, except for the fact that the camera is a little bit delayed, if that makes sense. Like, the camera doesn't follow your car as quickly, which probably looks like the weirdest thing with this game. You'll turn and it won't look like you're turning as well as you should, but you actually are. If you go into the cockpit view, you'll understand the handling model exactly, or you go to the bonnet view, you'll see it's pretty much the same handling model wise. But the main difference here in this handling model to Most Wanted 05 is that the wheels are doing the turning. You know, the wheels have their own physics, whereas in Most Wanted, the cars didn't really have physics. The wheels, sorry, didn't have physics. It was just the car itself kind of rolling down the road. Whereas these wheels are actually doing the thing here. You feel the wheels are doing it. Like, say for example, in GTA 4, you feel that the wheels are doing the turning and the accelerating. That's basically what this handling model is like. I think GTA 4 is actually a good way to compare this, but I would say it's a good mix of GTA 4, Most Wanted, Carbon, Midnight Club, and yeah, that's probably the best way to explain it. I mean, it's got a lot of stuff that's kind of, you can tell it's got the flavour of this and that and the other. The camera is probably what puts people off most, the people that say they don't like the handling model. Now, the camera is, as I said, it's more delayed behind the car. It doesn't follow the car as directly as, say, something Gran Turismo. Gran Turismo, the camera is locked to the back of the car. You spin, it's going to stay locked in that position. Whereas in every other racing game that's more arcadey, you will see that the camera isn't locked to the car. It's got a bit more delay, leeway, and that kind of makes it more action-based. And when you're driving fast in Forza, you feel it more. When you're driving fast in, say, Need for Speed, you feel it more because the camera's not solid locked to the back of the car, whereas in this, it's not as well. So it's less so locked to the car. I think it gives a better feel sometimes, but for when drifting, it does give a bit of a weird feeling, unless you're in cockpit view, because obviously then it's locked solid, and obviously when you're on the bumper view and the front view and that sort of stuff, it's going to be pretty much as it would be in, say, Forza or something. But yeah, the camera angle is more like GTA 5's. When you're turning, it's not going to follow it directly. It's going to be quite slow and have a bit more leeway at following. But that's, you know, that's the only thing that people seem to be complaining about. But to be honest, I don't see a massive issue with it, because I played a lot of GTA 5 doing races, a lot of GTA 4 doing races, and I'm very used to what this handling model provides. And after playing it for the past few days, I've really just come attached to it, and I kind of like it. I really do like it, especially when off-roading and going up jumps and landing and stuff. It feels great just exploring, and the car feels weighty, and the car doesn't feel very flimsy and light as, say, Grid Autosport. That feels very light and flimsy. And the front wheels feel like they're doing the turning, unlike in Grid Autosport where the car just seems to revolve around the middle. So I would say it's some of the best arcade handling we've had in quite some time, and I'm very happy with what they've provided with us. From what I played during Eurogamer last year, it's improved a lot. Last time I played it, it was very floaty and light. It wasn't the worst handling model in the world, but it was far from the best. But now I think it's up there. It's really up there from what we really like. The best way I can say is, if you look at Most Wanted 5, it's kind of progressed down that line. It's improved from that base. Whereas in Most Wanted to Need for Speeds as of now, they've kind of got easier, and they think that's the way to progress. Whereas in obviously this game here, you're going to make mistakes. You're going to it's not going to hold your hand through these mistakes. You made that mistake, you need to improve, and that's what I like. But at the same time, it's not going to penalize you crazily for making a mistake, because it's gonna, you'll sometimes budge out of the way of traffic. You'll sometimes have these crash scenes, but the crash scenes are skippable, and it will continue you rolling down the road once you've skipped that scene or once you've finished watching that scene. So I like that. It's kind of not too penalizing, but it's not too easy on letting you get away with making mistakes, because if you make a mistake, you shouldn't be given the opportunity to fly past that other person again. You made that mistake, you need to learn from that mistake, you need to do better next time. But at the same time, it doesn't, you know, it doesn't lock you out, it doesn't make you, you know, you're not gonna lose because you made that one mistake, because they could make a mistake, you could drive like a boss, and yeah, that's basically what I need to say on the handling model. So hopefully this helped you understand the handling model a little bit more. Make sure to subscribe if you're new here for all the latest crew stuff, because I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff on the crew over the next few days, weeks, and I've got a lot of stuff ready to roll out. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this video. Hopefully you found out some more information today on the crew if you haven't played it yourself. Let me know down in the comments if you have played it yourself or you haven't. What you think of the handling model. Does it worry you? Have you played the game, and do you like it? Do you dislike it? What puts you off of the handling model? And yeah, just let me know what you think down below. This has been BlackPanthaa, and I will see you in the next video, guys. Peace.